Hey guys, Jordan here. I just got back from my local comic shop, Time Warp Comics in Boulder, Colorado, and we had a Hulk sealed event tonight. The Incredible Hulk set came out for Heroclix today, so what we did was everybody bought 2 boosters and made 300-point teams out of what they pulled. We only had 4 people show up for it, which is a little disappointing, so it really wasn't many rounds in the tournament or anything. But I am very pleased with the pulls that I got from this. The first pack that I opened, I got this SpiderMan, and he's a pretty cool figure, and he is a super rare. And what's really cool about him is he has the Fantastic Four team ability, and there are 3 other figures in this set with Fantastic Four team ability that I really want to get. They're just kind of putting together like the new Fantastic, or not new Fantastic Four, but there was a run with these guys as the Fantastic Four for a while. So it's Spider-Man, Wolverine, Joe Fixit, and Ghost Rider. So I really want to get the Wolverine, Joe Fixit, and Ghost Rider. I saw Wolverine and Joe Fixit during the tournament, and some other guys pulled those 2, but I have not seen Ghost Rider yet. But Joe Fixit looks awesome. Wolverine's pretty good. So I definitely want to get that Fantastic Four team together at some point. The other Clix that I got, I'll go with the rares. I got Tiger Shark, and he's pretty cool. He can mark people when he hurts them, so whenever he does damage, that character is marked. And then if you end your turn with him within 3 squares of the person who he marked, you can move him adjacent to that character just as a free action. So that's pretty cool. And if there's any water terrain, if he starts his turn on water terrain or ends it on water terrain, he has a power that lets him move his full distance and then make a close combat attack as a free action. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we were using the Hulk maps where there isn't any water terrain on them, so not very helpful for that, but still a very cool figure. I really like the sculpt on him. And then this guy was the other rare that I got, Man Beast, and he is awesome. He has shape change as a trait, and also part of his trait is whenever he kills an opposing character, then from then on when he's rolling shape change, he just needs a 4, 5, or 6. So that's very cool. Then I also got 2 Lyras. That's uncommon here, so I got 2 of her. I got a uncommon Rick Jones, but none of his alter egos. And then I got the Leader, and he's pretty cool. A Hulkbuster Soldier, She-Hulk, and Manwolf. And actually, Manwolf might be my favorite out of all these. So I played with 289 points with Manwolf, Spider-Man, and She-Hulk. Spider-Man did alright, She-Hulk did alright, but really Manwolf is the one to talk about. She-Hulk, her special power, she can punch through walls to hit people, so if she's on the other side of blocking terrain or a wall, you can have her punch through it to make a close combat attack when she's on that power, which is kind of cool, but really wasn't very useful for me. And then kind of the same thing with Spider-Man's. He has an ability that when he's attacking somebody on a higher elevation than himself with a close combat attack, he adds +1 to his attack and damage, but that didn't really come into play for me either. Manwolf is awesome. He's 94 points and worth every single one of them. He starts out with shape change and super senses, which is great because then you just have a better chance of either not getting attacked at all or dodging the attack if it goes through, so just a very good chance of him coming through unscathed. But then where he gets awesome is when he gets knocked onto his 3rd and 4th Clix. He has a special power that gives him the power Cosmic, which means he doesn't take pushing damage and his powers can't be countered. And then he has Invulnerability, Running Shot, and Perplex. And you can see on his dial here, he has a range of 0, but with that Power Cosmic ability, he also gets Penetrating Psychic Blast, as if he had a range of 6. So that just makes him very good, and I landed on that each time I played with him. So I did well enough with this team to get one of the prizes here. So that's pretty cool. Just Bruce Banner with his little exo suit. So very happy about that. The LEs are pretty cool. Trying to think. There's a General Talbot, or might be Major Commander Talbot, I forget which. But there is a Glenn Talbot. Then there was some other guys, I don't remember, but after the tournament, I played one round just as a friendly match, 400 points, and I used Man Beast, Lyra, Tiger Shark, and Rick Jones. And Lyra actually did most of the work. She did very well. She has a special ability where when she makes a close combat attack without any action tokens on her, then she gets to use probability control for that attack. So that's very, very nice. That came in very helpful for me, because then if I missed the first attack, I'd get to go again. So I used it right off the bat when she had a heavy weapon, so she hit Red Hulk with it, and she ended up taking out Red Hulk by herself. So that was very cool. Tiger Shark did alright. Nothing special. Like I said, couldn't use the water terrain ability, which is actually really helpful for him. So he just kind of soaked up some damage and dished a little bit out. Rick Jones was pretty cool. He had Close Combat Expert, which he missed with, but then he had Perplex. And he was using Perplex to help Lyra, and he was also staying close to Man Beast to be Mastermind fodder. So that worked out pretty well. I really liked Rick Jones just for his points. And I definitely want to check out some of his alter egos, like he has Captain Marvel, I believe, and A-Bomb, and somebody else. Then Man Beast, I was really expecting to do good things, and he did pretty well. He took out the Fantastic Four Wolverine all on his own, and he took out Daredevil also, and then he did end up taking out a Punisher, but it shouldn't have been as close as it was. It came down to just him and one of the Punishers. If you've seen the Punishers in this set, they can be switched out for one another. There's 3 different Punishers. So at the end of doing an attack with them, you can switch it out for one of the other Punishers to kind of switch up their skill set and everything, which is pretty cool. I really liked how that worked. But Man Beast had already killed Wolverine, so he had Shape Change on a roll of 4, 5, or 6, and he missed every single Shape Change that he rolled, and he was rolling terribly. He had about 5 turns in a row where he just needed a 6 to hit Punisher for 3 damage, and he missed every single one of those attacks, and then he crit hitted himself off of his invulnerability click, so he moved himself back down to where Punisher could do damage to him, which was kind of terrible, and he also lost Outwit when he did that. And so he did not roll very well, and he did not make a single one of his shape change rolls. Like, all he needed was a 4, 5, or a 6, and he had so many shape change rolls, and did not get a single one. So even though he rolled terribly, he did end up taking out those 3 characters, which is awesome. I really like Man Beast. He's got a lot of great abilities here. So definitely my MVPs for tonight are my man things. Man Wolf and Man Beast. These guys are awesome. I really, really liked playing with them. I'm going to have to do a team with them together at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that happened. So I hope you guys enjoy watching, and please comment, rate, and subscribe.